Hello everyone, welcome back to Remind, knowledge-sharing channel self-development through good books. This week, I want to share with you an incredibly valuable book. You've surely heard of the timeless classic The Alchemist, but you may not know that the author of this heart-stirring masterpiece, Paulo Coelho, was himself awakened by another profound work, Siddhartha, written by the renowned German novelist Hermann Hesse. Coelho first encountered Siddhartha in 1967 at the age of 20 while confined in a psychiatric hospital by his parents. Little did he know that beyond the iron-barred window of his room, this very book was igniting a passion in an entire generation. These are the words he later wrote about Siddhartha. He experienced enlightenment after reading it and was released from the hospital just days later. Carl Jung, the father of analytical psychology, likened Siddhartha to a lighthouse amid a stormy night. Yet for Hesse, the author of Siddhartha, writing this novel was not merely about redeeming the world, it was an act of self-healing. In 1919, Hesse completed Siddhartha, but the years leading up to it had been marked by immense suffering. When World War I broke out, his anti-war stance earned him scorn from society and ostracism from colleagues. Misfortune, as it often does, arrived in waves. In the following years, his father passed away. His beloved young son succumbed to a grave illness, and his wife, unable to bear the grief, was institutionalized. Financial hardship, a crumbling marriage, and relentless blows drove Hesse into deep depression. He even contemplated suicide. Fortunately, like the protagonist Siddhartha in his own novel, Hesse was saved in time. Through countless long nights, he gained profound insight into the human soul and arrived at a fundamental truth. Only by plunging into the deepest recesses of one's inner self can one truly discover meaning and achieve liberation. Carrying this philosophical realization, Siddhartha, a work brimming with confusion, searching, vision, and awakening, was born. At first glance, the title Siddhartha might lead you to believe it's a story about the Buddha, since the historical Buddha Shakyamuni was born Siddhartha Gautama. But in truth, this is a deeply philosophical novel draped in the robes of Buddhism. In the complete journey of the young man Siddhartha, his seeking, tasting, awakening, and maturing, we can all recognize fragments of our own lives. Anyone who fully grasps this book will also find the answer to their own life. How should we live? How can we live fully and completely? How do we awaken? Through this novel, you will discover a response, a personal meaning. Join me today as I share 3 things you must see in this life through Hermann Hesse's immortal masterpiece, Siddhartha. Part 1. See yourself, recognize limitations, and seek transformation. They say some are born standing at the finish line that others spend a lifetime chasing. The protagonist of Siddhartha is such a person. Born into a noble Brahmin family in ancient India, he seemingly had it all: prestige, striking looks, exceptional intellect, and the admiration of countless women. Everyone loved and respected Siddhartha, yet he felt profound inner suffering. His pain stemmed from his role as a Brahmin disciple. Despite all efforts, he had not attained Atman, the ultimate goal. Atman is the most fundamental concept in Indian philosophy, meaning the self, the soul, the eternal breath. It refers to the true, unchanging essence of a person. Thus, Siddhartha's heart remained restless, torn by an intense longing. His inner self yearned to become whole, absolute, transcendent. So he abandoned everything and, with his friend Govinda, joined the ascetic Samanas. To achieve enlightenment, he learned to renounce all worldly desires, enduring hunger, pain, and exhaustion. He ignored scorching sun, freezing rain, and thorns piercing his flesh. After 3 years of such asceticism, Govinda felt fulfilled, having learned much. But Siddhartha realized he had made no true progress, only learned to endure. Ascetic practice was merely an escape from reality, a temporary sedative against suffering. In his despair, he met the Buddha Gautama. Standing before the enlightened one, who had fulfilled his path and attained eternal self, Govinda chose to follow him. But Siddhartha walked away alone. He declared that the secrets, wisdom, and enlightenment the Buddha had experienced could not be taught to anyone. Thus he would continue on his own path toward liberation. Knowledge can be taught, but wisdom must be realized by oneself. As the psychological bowling effect suggests, we are easily distracted by external information and judge ourselves through others' eyes, never truly seeing anything. We absorb others' thoughts, but they remain mere reflections, never real. We fail to see ourselves because we decorate our minds with wrong ideas. As the book says, most people are like fallen leaves, tumbling through the air, eventually returning to dust. Few are like stars in the sky, following a fixed orbit, unshaken by any wind. They live by seeing themselves, guided by inner laws and unique traces. To achieve true transformation, you must see yourself, break free from ego, and in each breakthrough of life's illusions, find awakening. I know that dissatisfaction with oneself, constant questioning and relentless pursuit of answers is a difficult, even painful process. But only by daring to crack open reality can one follow the light into a greater world. As Sakura once said, to live most fully one must recognize the limitations of the present and seek to transcend them. See yourself first. Acknowledge the narrowness of your thinking. Recognizing limits in understanding is the first step towards self-transformation. Part 2. See the world. Meet people to cultivate the mind. Meet events to temper the spirit. After bidding farewell to Govinda and the Buddha, Siddhartha embarked on a quest for worldly wisdom. Eager to experience life, he learned love from the courtesan Kamala and commerce from the wealthy merchant Kamaswami. At first he remained vigilant. Everything was just a game. Yet human forgetfulness arrives quietly and effortlessly. Seduced by the frenzy of reality, Siddhartha's soul lost its way. He could no longer restrain himself and sank into pleasure, laziness, greed, and endless desire. He chased excitement, drowned in wine and dreams to escape a dull existence. Gambling consumed him. He no longer gave alms or felt compassion for beggars. Someone once said, like toothpaste, once desire is squeezed out, it's nearly impossible to put back. Inflated desires have caused countless people to lose themselves in endless craving, unable to escape. Siddhartha had once fled desire, only to become the very person he despised in his youth. One day, without a word, he walked to the river's edge, ready to end it all. But as he stepped into the water, a voice from the depths awakened him. I had to experience greed, chase wealth, fall into despair, and learn to resist them. I must accept the world's nature and rejoice in belonging to it. As Trackers wrote, nothing passes without leaving a trace. Every smallest step matters for the present and future. No effort is wasted. Every dream, every awakening, every joy and sorrow, every beginning and end is practice. Life is like that. Without experience, true understanding is impossible. Many complain that truths are heard often, yet life remains miserable. But truth isn't just for hearing. Pain brings no deep insight without lived experience. Wealth can be earned, knowledge learned, but experience cannot be transmitted. You must seek it yourself. A writer once said, life is a training ground. No matter how many methods you know, they must be practiced in reality. Without flowing water, how can there be earth? Without worldly trials, how can one touch growth and transformation? Step out, experience the world, meet people to cultivate the mind, meet events to temper the spirit. As Four wrote in one, living alone in the forest taught him, life is not about how much you have, but how you experience it. A person is the sum of all past experiences. Everyone they've met, everything endured, joy shared, pain tasted. I am who I am now. Without experience, there is no insight. Life is a journey of experience, and this world is the best school to practice in. Part 3. See all beings, accept and let things flow naturally. After awakening, Siddhartha walked along the river and met a ferryman. He stayed to learn the art of rowing. The ferryman, a quiet sage, told him, the river knows everything. You can learn all from the river. Siddhartha often sat by the bank, clearing his mind, listening to the flowing water. One day a weary woman wished to cross. The calm river suddenly stirred. It was Kamala, his former lover. When Siddhartha left, she had been pregnant, given birth to his son, left her life as a courtesan and followed the Buddha. Now traveling on pilgrimage with their child, she met him again. Tragically, before they could speak, a snake bit her. With her dying breath, she entrusted the boy to Siddhartha. Watching his former love fade, Recalling her youthful beauty, Siddhartha felt the impermanence of life. The boy's arrival stirred a love he had never known. He tried everything to nurture and win the child's heart. But facing a stranger father and poverty, the boy rebelled, lazy, defiant, declaring he'd rather be a murderer in hell than stay. The ferryman advised, everyone must walk their own path. Children have their own escape. But Siddhartha wouldn't listen. He feared for his son and tried to keep him safe. After a fierce struggle, the boy slipped away one morning. Heartbroken, Siddhartha chased after him. Then he remembered forcing his own father to let him leave years ago, and repented. Life is a cycle. All unredeemable pain returns. In despair, he returned to the river and listened to its ceaseless wisdom. Before he had tried to distinguish every sound, laughter of the wise, cries of the angry, moans of the dying. 1,000 voices stirred the mind. But now, hearing all without fixation, he realized joy, sorrow, laughter, and tears merged into one. Siddhartha chose not to resist fate. He understood. Without letting go of ego, there is no freedom. He accepted his son's rebellion, escape, and choices, like a river holding 1,000 voices, embracing, tolerant, in harmony with all imperfection. True awakening is, amid the chaos of the world, letting everything follow its natural course. We are all like flowers, eventually blown in different directions by the wind. Everyone has their own path. Do not cling to those who leave. Do not obsess over those who come. Live with awareness and serenity. Let unwillingness become weakness, misfortune become happiness, nothingness become everything. Release all attachments. Since its publication in 1922, Siddhartha has been translated into dozens of languages and become a spiritual destination for countless souls. In Siddhartha's journey, we see our own, recognizing limits in youth and daring to seek, chasing fame and wealth in midlife, witnessing gain and loss, and finally full awakening, realizing that inner peace makes every moment complete. Life is a continuous journey of self-knowing. When your eyes see all, when your sails catch every wind, you will see through the dust and understand what this vast world truly means to you, and awaken. Know this, we are both the source and the destination of ourselves. When we immerse, experience, and love life, what we gain is a meaningful existence. Hesse knew, a truth and its opposite are both true. Love and hate, good and evil, gain and loss, life and death, presence and absence, past, present, and future, are all unified within us. Let go of obsessions and prejudices packaged as pursuit and possession. Go, experience, explore. Embrace this complex yet compassionate world. A note on the river's symbolism. Many wonder, what wisdom does the river hold that leads Siddhartha to enlightenment? The river flows endlessly, yet it is always here. At every moment it is the same, yet entirely new. It is both unchanging and ever-renewing. This duality mirrors the two selves within us, the individual ego and the eternal self. The eternal self is unchanging. The individual self is in constant flux. As Trailer said, a person exists only by changing, and only by remaining unchanged does he endure. What changes? What remains? The moment is eternity. Time is the intersection of change and permanence. When the mind no longer perceives time, opposites merge into one and the world's divisions dissolve. In that state, every moment, every world, becomes a harmonious whole. Closing words from the book. To end today's video, I leave you with a line from Siddhartha. I no longer compare this world to the perfect world I once desired. I accept it, love it, and belong to it. Thank you for listening. If this video resonated, share it with someone who needs it. And don't forget, read Siddhartha yourself. I'm certain that at different stages of life, each reading will touch you in a new way. May we all awaken and live fully. Please support Remind with a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for new videos every week. Thank you, and see you in the next one.